In this video, we're going to go over how to complete the application for CEJA. So we'll find the customer that we're looking for in the previous video, picking up where we left off with this test customer here, Michelle Newman. So we'll click the hyperlinked last name, and that will open up the tab for the progress page for this customer. But we're going to select the intake tab, which will take us here, and we'll click the button to complete the application with customer. Now, originally, when adding a customer from the system, we previously went to the Add Customer button, filled out this information, submitted it, completed the pre-screening information, and then confirmed the email address. And on the window in that, when we did that, there was a button to complete the application for the customer. And if you select that button, that will take you to this first tab of the application that we're on. And the information from pre-screening is populated over here. So any previous info that we're not, already, and that we're not going to be entering in this video has been pre-populated. So the first question that we need to answer is, do you have a social security number? If yes, then we'll have two fields here to enter a social security number and confirm it for that customer. There's another prompt for yes, but I don't have my card, and also no. We'll select yes, but I don't have my card in this video. So we'll see the name, the email, the address information, the phone number, the date of birth, the question, what racial ethnic groups best describe you, along with the questions tied to eligibility, including, have you ever been incarcerated for a felony or misdemeanor? Have you had prior involvement in the criminal legal system? Are you a graduate of foster care or currently in foster care? Are you a displaced energy worker? And do you have other barriers to employment? Along with the question about a high school diploma, GED, or HiSED, have all pre-populated based on what was previously answered in the pre-screening. And so after the next field that we need to update is the primary phone type. So we have the number, but we need to select the type. We have mobile, home, work, or message only. So we'll just make the selection there. If there's another phone number that the customer can be reached on, that can also be entered in here along with the phone type again. And so then we'll just have to answer, what sex were you assigned at birth on your birth certificate? How do you currently describe yourself? Are you authorized to work in the U.S.? And then the final thing to note is that the application submit date. We can select from a calendar picker here. I believe we started this customer the previous day, so that's why this 7/30 2024 is showing when I'm recording on July 31st. So you can enter, if the application was completed in person, it can be entered here, and you can just select the appropriate date that the application was completed. So once we have the application submit date selected, we'll click the save and go to next page. And this will be the eligibility check for the customer based on the information that was submitted. And so we have a couple sections here. The first one is, at least one of the following criteria must be met. And between these several bullet points, we can see which ones are, which parts of the criteria are not met and which requirements are. And I prefer not to say it's selected for. One of the questions that'll populate here, but at least in this list here, we only need to meet one of these criteria, and there's a few, so they are eligible as far as this section is concerned. And then the other one is the age criteria must be met. So for a adult program, they must be 18 or turning 18 within the next 6 months. Now, if they're turning 18 within the next 6 months, the system will pick this up and it will ask for an override. There will be a question here: is the customer turning 18 in the next 6 months? And there will be a radio button selection of yes or no. And then all you would need to do is just make the selection if they are turning 18 or not in the next 6 months. And they would then be eligible, assuming they meet one of the criteria points in this first list here. And so then you can select either I'm not interested, or if they are interested in continuing, you can press the button to continue to intake. And that will show the screen for the application summary. From here, we can just see the answers that were supplied through the pre-screen application. If we need to go back and make any changes, we can do so by selecting this return to demographics and contact info update. I'll open this in a new tab here so we can see what that looks like, but it'll take us right back to that first part of the application here. So if we need to, if we have a typo in the name, or we need to update their email, their phone number, that can be, updated here. And then you would just click, after making those changes, you would just click save and return to summary, and that would take you right back to this page. And so then once we're done here, we'll just click the button return to intake. And that'll take us back to this intake page, which we will discuss further in the next video.